The root of all excellence.
Welcome to the Root of All Excellence.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
How you been? How's your week?
I don't really remember this week. I know it's sad.
Was it going through the motions type of week or what?
Yeah, yeah, I don't even remember it, honestly.
Oh.
Like, it's like one big day.
I don't know. I feel like mine is pretty broken up.
Did you enjoy anything about this week?
Did I enjoy anything? Not that I can think of. Nothing really stands out.
Okay. So
Just life in general, right?
Yeah, it's like a regular week, huh?
Yeah, I feel like I was in the office though, a bit more.
Yeah.
I definitely interacted with the team a bit more this week.
Yeah.
Saw people face to face.
Okay.
A lot of travel planning took place this week.
Like your second job.
Yeah. So planning. I got 2 trips being planned right now.
Okay.
So trying to coordinate with everybody and kind of get that straight could be a little taxing, but
Yeah.
I got to set my boundaries or whatever.
Okay.
Or just figure out how far, because I have the customer service mindset.
Right.
So I got to figure out how far does that go.
As far as like with the clients that you're dealing with?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you feel like, because it sounds like you're trying to set a boundary or reorganize how you approach it.
Yeah, I think I have to figure out, I don't know if it's necessarily like a boundary, but I think there has to be boundaries set, right?
Definitely.
Because it is although the clients are mostly family,
Yeah.
You still got to have a boundary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like chasing people.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I get it,
Yeah.
It's not hard having or doing business with family. I mean, it's not easy doing business with family.
Yeah, but I enjoy it. The end product.
Right, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like this week was like nothing for me. I can't really remember most of it. Nothing really stands out. It was like I was having the same day every day for at least 4 days.
Maybe you're tired.
Definitely tired.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm definitely not getting enough sleep, but it's regular, So yeah, let's pivot into the topic.
Okay. So, came across a bill that's being proposed in Massachusetts. So, they're proposing the bill would allow prisoners who choose to donate organs or bone marrow for transplants to be eligible for reduced sentences.
Right.
So it would be at least 60 days, but no greater than 1 year.
That ain't even what?
And so it's kind of questioning, like, is it ethical? Like, is it ethical for this to be happening? Is it, like, morally okay to ask people to donate, like, your organs in order to get a reduced sentence?
Yeah, but it's not even
60 days.
Think about if you got 20 years. A year is nothing.
It's no greater than a year.
Right. So, but I'm saying, like, let's say you donate some for a year.
Right.
That's really nothing.
Right.
So you would give up your kidney real quick for...
At that point, it's not worth it for you.
Right. I mean, at no point.
But, I mean, if you're in there for, I don't know, shoplifting, maybe.
No.
But I don't know if it's a year is worth your kidney.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless you are the type of person that would donate it anyways.
Right. Or bone marrow or something like that.
Right.
Which I heard is like painful.
Yeah, I heard it's real painful too.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like you say, if you're in there for shoplifting, is this jail or prison?
This is, well, it said prisoners.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you're in there for a short amount of time, it's still not really worth it.
I mean, unless you're in a bad place where you're not going to make it too much longer, right?
Right, but that's only shortening your sentence.
Right.
It's not like a guarantee, like get out of jail free card.
No.
So I don't even know if it's worth it. I think it lets me know how important organs are.
Right.
If they offering them to people who really have nothing to lose, you know what I'm saying?
And it makes me question, like, how concerned are we really with people serving time?
Right.
Like, do you really feel like the sentences that you are providing people with are fair and just sentences?
No, of course not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course not.
Because there's ways to reduce your sentence, and you're going to give them an opportunity to reduce their sentence because of a donation. But then you could also plea, and if you admit it and don't go to trial, then I'm only going to give you 2 days versus 25 years.
Right. So,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all about convenience and who it benefits.
Right. So it just makes me wonder, like, are these like time frames like fair?
Of course not. I remember it's like a known thing that like it's a lot of drug dealers who got more time than murderers.
Right.
So we know that it's not really about morality or anything like that.
Right. And then you have like the 3-strike law.
You're right.
So
I mean, it's not about morality or anything. Honestly, I don't think that there is much justice in the justice system. Right?
Yeah.
All of this is made up.
it is.
All of this is pretty much made up. And this is the reason why I feel like public policy is important. Right? Because like I said, like we just say, all of this is made up, but it's made up by people who make public policy.
Right.
You know, like you said, the 3-strike bill, right?
Right.
They had to put that into play.
They did. And the reason why they put it into play, I listened to a podcast that went over that. Like how it got set into precedent for that to happen.
Right.
Which it made sense in that situation.
Uh-huh.
But I think it needs to be revised.
Definitely. They should have been revised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like in that situation, yeah, he's doing things over and over and over again to where a little rich girl or wealthier person gets kidnapped and killed.
Right.
But you have a long history of doing some bad things.
Yeah.
So it makes sense why it got put into place.
Right.
But I feel like there needs to be, like it needs to be tightened up a little bit.
Definitely. I think it needs to be certain circumstances.
Yeah.
Right? So
Definitely.
if you're a drug dealer who's just selling drugs, you know what I mean? I don't think that it should be a 3-strike rule. There's no violence there. Right? But if you're a criminal who you can clearly see a pattern that this thing is getting worse.
Right, or you have a history of being violent.
Right. Then probably.
But I don't know, sometimes you don't have proof of violence. But there's a connection to the violence. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like.
So, I mean, you know.
I think it just has to be
Comb through.
yeah.
Yeah.
Combed through a bit, tightened up a bit.
Yeah.
Nobody should be in prison for life for stealing I don't know, screwdriver or something.
Right,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Some little
Yeah.
or a lawnmower or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that
But-
doesn't deserve life in prison even if they do have a
Right.
history of felonies or whatever.
Right.
Like that act alone isn't worthy of life in prison.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like you saying, it makes us wonder. Like you giving people these years, is it necessary?
Yeah, like it makes me wonder, like, because there's like we watched, I don't know what we watched. We watched something where like one person, the same crime, one
Yeah.
person did a plea,
Right.
the other person decided not to do a plea, went to trial.
Right.
The person that went to trial got double the time of the person that did the plea.
Right. And
But they did the same thing.
right, but it's for convenience, you know what I'm saying? In all actuality, like the criminal justice system wouldn't work if everybody went to trial.
Right.
It just wouldn't work.
Right. If everybody exercised their right
Right.
to trial,
Right.
it would break, the whole system would break down.
But just think about this. And this is what I mean by like everything is rigged. Just think about this. We're going to tell you that you have a right to trial. And not only a trial, but a speedy trial.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
But if you try to go to trial, we will punish you
If you lose.
if you lose.
Right.
If you lose this trial, you will be punished 5 years, turn into 25 years.
Right. Because you went to trial.
Right. And any person in their right mind is just not willing to take that risk. You know, so.
Right. I mean, some people are, though.
No, definitely, depending on.
A situation and the actual hope of the justice system being fair.
Right.
But-
And also, like, having the right counsel.
Right. If you got money, it makes sense.
Yeah, so. So, yeah, you know.
Yeah, but also, like you mentioned, like the value of these organs. Because I feel like the organ donation,
Right.
transplant,
Right.
is pretty big.
It's super big.
Yeah.
I think it's bigger than like we realize. Right? Because look how many people are old and rich, they don't got a good kidney,
Right.
they don't have a good heart.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
All of these things, but I'm rich. I could afford one if I was being able to be sold one.
Right. If there's one available.
Right. Also, look how many people on the list to get a new kidney. You know what I mean? So I just think that it's bigger than we realize.
Right.
And it means more than we realize. Like, if it's to the point now where, like, listen, he's going to give you time off or your jail sentence.
Right.
Just give me a kidney or something, some bone marrow or something, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the time that they, like, actually trying to give away is not even really no time.
Right.
They'll give you 10 years like they're giving away now, ladies.
Right.
And then say, hey, if you give me your kidney, I give you a year off.
Maybe
Maybe a year. Like, come on, it's just not.
Maybe it's 2 months.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. But like I said, it does shows the importance of kind of having organs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the reasons why I believe they be trafficking organs.
I mean, there's a good possibility.
Yeah. And then think about not only here in America, but the world.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. It's big business.
big business. Come on now.
I wonder how much a kidney would go, like,
Think about that. Think
under the
about some
table.
kidney. Think about this. I want to say, what's my man who ran Apple?
Jobs, Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs had billions of dollars and not a good kidney. And that's why he died. Don't quote me on this because I really don't know.
What?
But that's what I think.
What?
So that's what we rocking with. So the man had a bad kidney or some kind of health problem, but billions of dollars. How many people you think is affected like that with real money? You know what I'm saying?
They're all human, so
Right.
it's quite a bit. Where did you come up with this?
That's something I read, man.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why you be feeling like what I'm saying is not the real deal.
He died of pancreatic cancer.
What is pancreatic?
His pancreas. He
What
had
is-
cancer.
In the what? Pancreas?
Pancreas.
Where's the pancreas?
I don't know, somewhere.
Oh. See, this is the reason why I be giving. You know what I mean?
Your disclaimer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I do not be knowing all the way.
Okay, I understand.
But I do be knowing, but not all the way.
And this is why I question your information sometimes.
And sometimes I'll be right. Sometimes I'll be left.
That's true. And so sometimes it needs to be verified.
Okay. So he died of pancreatic cancer.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not sure if like pancreatic cancer shuts down organs or whatever.
Well, I think it's like a lot of the cancers, right? It starts off somewhere and it spreads throughout your body.
Right. So you never know. But all I'm saying is a lot of rich people do have problems in which like they need a heart, you know what I mean? They need a kidney.
Yeah.
So having access to that is like big business.
Right.
So just imagine in the world like how many, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
On the average year, at least 1 million people need something.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's 7-8 billion, on the average 1 million people need something. I would say out of that 1 million, 100,000 of them probably rich.
Maybe.
So you just never know.
I know my uncle got a kidney.
Your uncle got a kidney.
Mm-hmm.
It worked out for him.
So far, yeah.
Right. And then the crazy thing is like not only can you just have a kidney or heart, but it has to be like a certain type.
Has to be a certain type. Your body has to accept it.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to have the same
Like blood type or something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then so it said there were 40,000 transplants in 2022
Just period. And is that in America?
in the US.
See, and that's just in America. So think about the UK.
Right.
Think about China.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It has to be close to 1 million, you know?
Yeah.
So how many of those people you think like is rich and can afford stuff?
Well,
You
either
know?
that or they on state insurance where they can afford it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So either one. It ain't nobody with private insurance, I can tell you that.
Right.
$1 million. And then you remember that girl who there was a post or article or something where
Yeah, it was like a TikTok or
something
Facebook, something.
where she was telling the story, but she thought she was getting a deal going down to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, like 3,500 or something.
Yeah, to get her BBL done, right? So she thought she getting her BBL done, went over there, came back, happy with it. So the doctor is only charging $2,000. I think $1,000 to $3,500 for the BBL surgery.
Okay.
And so that's questionable right there, right?
Yeah.
I want to say these are like what, $10,000?
At least.
Something like that, right?
Yeah, like 10,000 and up.
I don't know. I haven't priced
10,000 is like on the lower.
Okay. Lower end?
Yeah.
You don't need too much done.
Right. Or just a cheap version of it.
Okay. And so this was $3,500.
Right.
So $3,500. And then she got back and she's over here like sick, gotta go to the doctor, not feeling well. And come to find out, they stole her kidney.
Stole her motherfucking
Like,
could you imagine that?
Like you paid $3,500 to give away your kidney.
That's pretty much what you did.
And then while they're in there, move a little things here and there, but I'm taking this too.
But do you know how bold that is?
That's great. Well,
do you know how bold that is? Like,
but think about how many people, like, if she didn't get sick, she wouldn't even know.
That's what I'm saying. And you're gonna get sick.
You might not.
It's a whole damn kidney missing and you ain't know about it.
Yeah, you only need one.
Yeah, but at the same time, didn't you just have surgery?
Yeah.
So I think that, like, at some point, something is going to give you a signal that it could be, unless your body's just off the chain.
Unless you just got a good other kidney. You know what I mean?
Right.
You might not even know. Like, if she didn't have an adverse reaction. I'm sure. How many people do you think they've done this to that they didn't have a bad reaction to it?
But they stole a kidney, though.
Yeah, they snatched a kidney while they was in there.
Yo, when I first heard this,
you have to wonder what else they took.
Oh my God, it was the funniest thing in the world.
It's funny, but it's not funny.
Oh my God, I'm talking about. Ooh, I went to laugh like good 30 minutes.
Did you?
Man. Because you got to think about it. Like, you think you finna go down there and just come out, with the perfect body.
Mm-hmm.
They done stole your motherfucking kidney.
Yeah.
So whatever money that you would have made, the kidney gonna make up for it.
And then some.
Right. And what kind of janky motherfuckers you going to that's out here stealing kidneys?
The person that's gonna only charge you $3,500 for a BBL.
Right. They stole her motherfucker. She at the crib feeling weak as hell. Finna pass out.
Yep.
Because she done went down here and got this cheap ass BBL and they just stole her kidney. That shit was so funny. Oh my God. I'm talking about so funny. That's what you get,
I think it's funny, but it's not funny. It's funny that, like, no, I don't think I ever would have thought somebody is going to steal an organ while I'm getting surgery. But at the same time, that's a lot of trust that you're putting in somebody. Like, you're just
right, that you don't know.
Yeah, you're just meeting in a different country.
Right. You know this person a real doctor.
Yeah, it's probably a $20 deposit or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
You done spent more money to get there.
Yeah. Well, it's not too bad. Dominican Republic.
Okay.
But about the same.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
not too far off, depending on how long you got to stay.
That's what I'm saying.
'Cause you got to stay and recover and follow up.
Right, because you can't just be on the plane. Well, I mean,
You saw that in Miami. That video, all them people coming from BBLs in different countries in Miami.
It's crazy. So, I don't know. I think the things that people do to impress other people, to live, I don't know, this.
That is a temporary trend.
And people don't understand that. Right? No, I honestly think that moving forward, like, plastic surgery is going to be like a thing.
Yeah, I think plastic surgery is already a thing. But remember how everybody was getting, like, breast implants? And that was, like, the thing to do?
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it'll just be different different things. But I hear plastic surgery is addictive, like you see with like
Oh
Lil Kim and Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it's sad, man.
Like you just gotta know when to stop.
Yeah. It's sad, man.
Out here ruining your face.
Yeah.
Oh, you see what they did to Madonna?
Madonna is out here looking like the thing from Saw. Madonna look scary.
Yeah.
She look crazy as hell.
She does. And then she was like, people are haters.
Man, listen, ain't nobody.
It's ageism, but it's not about the ageism. It's you don't look real.
Right, you look plastic as hell.
Yeah. And that's not attractive. So I wonder, like, at what point do they realize, like, I messed up? Do they realize I messed up?
No. You think, because if, number one, I feel like any person that would get plastic surgery is not comfortable with who they are.
Right.
Right? Changing how you look doesn't make that feeling go away. So you continue to try it. Right? It's never an end. It's never a goal when you don't feel
good about yourself.
Yes. It's always going to be something better that you feel like you have to do more, that you know what I mean?
Right.
You changing how you look don't change the feeling that you have about you.
But then do you realize like you look worse?
I don't think so.
I have to imagine like.
You ever hear about like the people who like they just throw up food until they're like skinny, they weigh nothing. And when they look in the mirror, they think they fat.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's a mental thing. So I think it's the same thing with people who did get plastic surgery. Right? Now you may see a little change, but for the most part, you see the same person. Right? And one of the things that a lot of women they do plastic surgery for is like they don't want to look old.
I think men do that too. Men that get plastic surgery.
Right, definitely.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't want to look old.
Right.
A lot of people want to look young, and I would have no problem being young, acting young, staying young if it was with the people that was young with me. These new people, I ain't trying to be young with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
but I don't know. I kind of like look forward to being old.
Definitely. It's the only thing you haven't experienced.
I mean, not that I haven't, like, not to experience it, but like I made it. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't make it. A lot of people don't have the opportunity to be old. For
Definitely.
So I think that part of it is just like, okay, I got wrinkles. I can't wait to have like the little eye wrinkles, the laugh lines.
Yeah.
David the Gnome little lines. I really want those wrinkles.
Yeah, I just think a lot of people don't appreciate like, you know, being the old guy, you know. Nah.
But they get such a pass. Like think about
I do believe go ahead.
Think about the things that old people could do and people just look at you like,
oh yeah.
You're so old and cute.
Yo, I had this older lady, man. I was working in the like a what do you call those things where old people at?
An old people home?
Yeah, but it's like
convalescent?
No, like
nursing home?
Not a nursing home. It is something living.
Assisted living?
Assistant living facility. I was working at an assistant living facility. Mm-hmm. And this old lady called me a dumb fuck.
Why?
I don't even remember, but it was something I was doing, like I was with a chair or a wheelchair. And then she said, you know what? You a dumb fuck. And you don't even know it. Oh my God. It was so funny
Right.
that I couldn't be like offended.
You can't be mad because they're old. I mean, some old people, they do offensive things, right? But they get a pass because they're old.
Right.
Like, well, most people. I don't know about these younger generations.
Hey,
these
yo,
days.
because I've been seeing some people like on the nanny cam beating up some old people.
They do.
So
these old people. But that's like unacceptable.
definitely.
Like, I think it's
For no
child
reason.
abuse and then elder abuse.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's not hand in hand, right? I think child abuse is a little bit worse than elder abuse.
Right.
But still, like, why would you beat up this old defensive person?
Right.
I think they're just, I don't know. But I look forward to being old.
Definitely, man. I think it's it can be cool in its own right.
I mean, I think they just don't care. Like, at some point, you cross over and your care is gone.
Yo, I am slowly inching towards that bar.
Yeah.
I swear to God, like
I can appreciate it.
I thought that maybe I was getting more angry, but the truth of the matter is I am slowly inching towards the I do not care like standard.
Yeah.
And it get hard to try to like, maintain or to keep interest or to pretend like there's interest in certain things.
Right.
But
also, I feel like what comes along with that is that you've had so much life experience that you understand some things just don't matter.
yeah, and on top of that, I think you understand that. I think when you have these life experiences, you also understand where a younger person is at mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now I could look at a 22-year-old and go, oh yeah, you don't know shit and you don't even know you don't know shit.
Right. Or you just, okay, I get where you're at.
Right.
Well,
so
if you want the help, you can have the help. If you don't want the help, you
gotta
can learn.
Yeah, you gotta bump your head sometime.
Yeah. So I can appreciate it. I can't wait to be old. But
Yeah.
I think, you know, pivot.
Yeah, let's pivot.
Speaking of old,
Yeah.
LeBron getting old,
LeBron is old.
but he made it.
He made it.
He made it this week.
He is now the top scoring player in the NFL. Like he has the most
NBA
points scored in NBA history right now.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to LeBron.
Yeah, he still got more games to play too.
Right. So and maybe he won't retire this year, So he may end up with 2,000 more points. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
When is Bronny coming?
I don't know. I don't know if that man is coming at all, but
Wow. I'm sure LeBron could get him on a team.
Yeah, definitely. But so yeah, he might not retire this year. He might not retire next year. He said that he want to play until he's 43. So
I thought he said he wanted to play with Bronny.
right, and that's around the time Bronny will be
Is that 43?
not 43, probably 40 ish. But yeah. So hey, congratulations to LeBron and
Shout out to LeBron. That's exciting.
And that is amazing. I know Shaq asked him like, is he the greatest player now? And he said that he would bet on himself. He always would pick himself. And I just thought like, okay, at least you would give us that. You know what I mean? Without saying like, yes, I'm the greatest player.
Who said that?
LeBron.
So Shaq asked LeBron if he was the greatest player now?
Yeah.
And LeBron said...
First, LeBron tried to not answer it at all.
Right.
But Shaq was like, I need to hear you say it. And he was like, I'm gonna always pick myself. Right?
Right.
Even though, let's keep it a bean.
Yeah.
This nigga has lost more than he won.
Yeah, but then does that make it... And I guess that is where I question, Like the greatest in what terms? And I guess that's why he didn't really answer. He just said, I'm always pick myself.
Right.
But, I mean, if you score more points.
Yeah, but in a losing effort, then do it count?
Does it count?
I don't know, man.
Because it's just a team sport.
That's what I'm saying. So put it like this. If I put up 83 points every game for the next 5 games, but we lose all the games, it don't count.
It's not my fault.
No, but it don't count.
It do count.
It don't.
It do count.
Personally. But like you said, basketball is a team sport.
It's a team sport.
So.
But I shouldn't be penalized because the other 4 suck.
I understand.
In terms of not being the greatest.
Well, I think that.
In terms of not giving me my props for my 83 points.
You'll get your props for 83 points. But you lost.
Yeah, you lost, but you got to acknowledge that I did 83. If you're talking about me.
No, it don't work like that.
As the greatest player.
It don't work like that.
I did amazing.
You did amazing.
Amazing player.
Yeah, but it don't work like that.
I got the most points in the whole league.
Yeah, but that don't work like that.
Can't even question. I got all of them.
Okay, but it don't work like that.
I'm just saying, like.
It do not work like that.
It make me question, like, what's the grade off of?
Okay, so.
Is it rings? Because.
No, I don't think it's rings.
Was it Bill? Bill got the most rings.
Yeah. But it's not rings. I don't think it's rings. And I definitely don't think it's scoring. Right? When we look back, me, as a Chicago Bulls fan growing up, right? I don't know what it feels like to get to the finals and lose.
Okay.
I do not know what that feeling is like. Right? If you are a LeBron fan, you know exactly how it feels.
I don't understand the.
My whole thing is this, right? Great players are known for winning.
But it's a team sport.
Does not matter.
I don't know if this is logical though.
Does not matter. Great players are known for winning. The end.
But if you do great every game, I don't understand how you're not classified as a great player.
See, you own some like individualized.
This is an individualized comparison. Right?
Okay.
So you can't compare like going to the finals with the winning team. You know what I mean?
I don't understand what you mean.
Like you're comparing the team's success versus the person's success.
But this is the crazy part, right? I don't know great players who has personal success in their team, though. I just don't know.
Okay.
So, I mean, and I would say that LeBron has had tremendous amount of success. This nigga been to the finals 10 times.
Right.
10 times.
Right.
Right? And I don't want to say that LeBron is not great.
Of course he's great.
Yeah. But I think there's an argument for the greatest.
There's always going to be an argument for the greatest because we don't know what the criteria is for greatest.
And that's one of those things where you can't explain it, but you can feel it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You cannot explain it, but you definitely can feel it.
Okay.
I would say that LeBron is one of the most like this nigga has been batting at 1,000 for a long time.
Yeah. On so many different levels.
Yes, I'm saying. Right? And let's be clear. He's the most goddamn hated superstar I've ever seen in my life.
You gotta have haters, right?
No, like the most hated.
Because he's great. He's great in the era of haters.
But let me explain to you my theory,
Okay.
right? And it's important that I kind of put this on the podcast, so it's like there for people to kind of hear it. I said it first, maybe. One of the things that LeBron get criticized for, in all actuality, LeBron is supposed to have it all. He's supposed to have it all. He's supposed to have the most MVPs, the most Finals MVP. Well,
You can't get that.
well, not the most, but more than what he's got, right?
How if you lose?
That's what I'm saying. So he's supposed to win all those games. He was supposed to win every championship he's ever been in. Every finals he's ever been in. He was supposed to win. Now, some people argue, oh man, he has some bums and this, that, and the other. Whatever. But LeBron has had the opportunity to be way better than what Jordan was considered. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you why that didn't happen. It's my honest opinion. I've done the research in my head. I'm going to say it.
Let's go ahead and table that topic for another time.